We're now in this revolution where we can create food in extremely different ways that are not only like very, very different, but also healthier and more sustainable.
If you look at restaurants like 11 Madison Park, I mean, they have completely embraced the plant-based movement. For example, this is, I don't know, a 3 Michelin star restaurant that has taken a huge risk, but a huge step forward, embracing the fact that you can have just as cultivated of a dining experience being entirely plant-based as you could, you know, having animal products. And I think that's the future. And I think that there's enormous potential for the overlap of biotechnology and haute cuisine and, you know, the melding of different cultural cuisines with these types of newer products.
At the end of the day, what consumers want are products that are minimally processed, healthier, nutrient-dense, and that they have more variety and texture.
At Bosque Foods, we are creating next-generation meat alternatives, starting with whole muscle meat products grown naturally from mycelium. By using our unique process of fermentation and precisely controlling the parameters of growth, we're able to trick the fungi into thinking that it's in a tree trunk or underground so that it grows the way we want it to. Except it's not underground, and it's growing into pure mycelium structures that can be cut and cooked and mixed into the recipes that people love so that they don't have to sacrifice their meat experiences. They can use our products interchangeably. We cultivate our mycelium on side streams from the agri-food industry, thereby valorizing low-cost biomass into high-value products in a matter of days, as opposed to months for plant-based proteins or years for animal-based proteins. So when you compare it in terms of sustainability and in terms of nutrition, texture, and taste, it's really a no-brainer, and we see that there's a huge advantage to working with mycelium.
But at the same time, by creating products that consumers can make their, a one-to-one switch for and that they love and that they adopt, we'll be able to lessen their reliance on animal-based products.
The U.S. whole-cut meat market is projected to be $35 billion today. If we take into account that 1/4 of U.S. shoppers want more meat alternatives in the meat department, then that means that there is a projected $9 billion U.S. whole-cut plant-based meat market. Now at Bosque Foods, we're projecting our share of the market today to be 5%, which would be $440 million. However, if we're looking at the plant-based meat market growth of 12% CAGR between today and 2025, that means that our share of the market would also be growing to far over $1 billion.
I think the ideal is that a consumer can basically have a one-to-one switch for their animal product with our product. Anytime that, a consumer would want to, have a barbecue or, make themselves whatever their favorite meat dish is, they could instead use the product that we create.